I basically was born and raised in a Christian home with my family. We went to church every Sunday. We did the normal go out to lunch afterwards and hang out with the family. And then just some things kind of changed. I met Anthony, and they all weren't happy about it at that time because they didn't see him being the Christian man they wanted me to be with. We ended up getting pregnant, and they were very angry about that, and they had their few choice words and made their judgment calls upon me, and then I decided just to walk away completely and never wanted to go back.
I guess before, coming to church, my life was, somewhat empty. I was, real selfish, and I was just, doing what Anthony wanted to do, and that there, it brought along like a lot of outside responsibilities from my, that took me away from my family. It took me away from, my kids and, the weekend activities that I should have been home doing as a father, and should have been the role model I needed to be for my son and being as a good husband for my wife at the time, I was real selfish, real empty, I was either material things that satisfied me, money, and it's just there was a lot of sin in my life, and it's a part of my life that I would never like to go back to, because I see how much it affected my family and how much it hurt her.
Before we moved out here, we had talked about going to church, but never really made that attempt. Couldn't really find one that we liked.
I was the type of person where, my wife would take the kids to church, and I was like, I'd always make excuses. I got this to do on Sunday, or I'm gonna sleep in because I'm tired, or, I want to go to Lowe's, or I want to go do something, I always made up just excuses, not to go.
And when I was coming here, even though he wasn't here with me, I still felt that family atmosphere. And I knew I was going to run into people who, even though my husband wasn't here with me, I wasn't going to get the, oh, where's your husband today? And how come he's not here with you? And, or just questions that made me feel degraded and left out in the dark, like I wanted to just sit in the parking lot and know that I was here, but I didn't feel comfortable enough to walk in.
Sundays she'd, be coming and tell me, let's go to church, and, and I'd be like, no, I want to do this instead, and after that, I just, I felt like, enough's enough. I want to be, that husband that she needs me to be, and I want to be that father that my kids need me to be, and I attended Palm Valley a couple times, and, I really, after a while, I didn't want to be left at home on the couch. I didn't want to be left at home, in the backyard doing whatever. I wanted to be, I was the one like, hey, let's get up, everybody, let's go, come on, let's just go to church, and it was, it was, after a while, that became like my job of the household. I couldn't see myself sitting at home on a Sunday morning, not going to church with them.
I try to change it myself. I try to be the one that said, I'm going to change him. I'm going to make him into this man I want him to be. I couldn't do it. The Lord has to be ready to melt their heart when he's ready to do it. And when he does, the payoff is it's amazing. It leaves me speechless